Right, well, it's our last film of the year, and as you can see, we've got an array here of gadgets which are very useful when we're dealing with the ketogenic diet, and some of them will make very good Christmas presents. I'd like to just point to these two here. This is what we call the dinner winner plate. As you can see, it encourages a child to eat all the components of its meal, get through, and then under there's a little treat. Ideally, the treat will be maybe a little gift of some sort, but if you've got room in the ratio, it could be a tiddly little fat bomb or something. So that would be good. And this is the Chill Factor ice cream maker, and you can make, if you keep this in the freezer all the time, this bottom part actually, you can make ice cream instantly, and it's very, very useful to have around. They are available from Matthew's Friends free of charge to our UK patients. So if you haven't got one already, maybe you should be phoning up. Now this little thing here is, as you can see, it twiddles vegetables, and it's brilliant for making courgette spaghetti. You feed your courgette through there, twirl it round, and you've got a good substitute for spaghetti. But you can do carrots and other vegetables as well, and you get nice shreds, and it makes a meal interesting and enables you to cheat, especially on the spaghetti. And this little thing here, again, makes a nice little gift. You can get some twirly cucumber slices that all come out in a spiral. So they're lovely on a salad plate and would be interesting for a child or anybody. Now this would make a lovely present for somebody. It's a little food mixer, great for chopping up nuts. If you're making recipes on a regular basis where you have to grind up pecan nuts or macadamia, you can get quite a few in there, so you can batch it up so you're not forever getting the coffee grinder out just to do a few nuts. So that is very, very useful. It's also useful for mixing up other foods, not just for chopping nuts. Very, very useful, and it's a lovely size, and you can buy it in supermarkets. It's very inexpensive. Plastic containers. You can't live without them really, even if it's just for storing things in your store cupboard or in your fridge or in the freezer. They're an absolute must, especially the tiny one. You'll use loads of those, but of course the other sizes are very useful as well. And again, there's a whole range of these around. You can get them quite cheaply, market stalls and everywhere, so they're very, very nice to have. These snap ones are fantastic. Now here we've got two sets of scales. Now Matthew's Friends will put a set of scales in the starter pack, so some of you probably recognise it, you'll have it. If you haven't, then you know what you can do. And this one here is for travelling or just eating out. It's small, you can have it by the side of your plate in a restaurant quite discreetly, and then when the food arrives you can pick out the items that you know you can use and just quickly weigh them and put them on the plate of the child that's going to eat it, and that is great, really, really useful. The big one, of course, I mean, in your kitchen, that will be on the go all the time. On the end there is a little cool bag. That's also in the Matthew's Friends starter pack. That's very, very useful for taking school lunches throughout the year. Keeps it nice and compact and handy. Mark it up with the child's name. Fine. Now in front of us here, real fun things. Fun moulds. You've got Father Christmas, Christmas tree. Obviously at this time of the year, very, very useful. And with sugar-free jelly, you can get a free food going there, which is great fun on the party table. And this little fella you can use all the year round, and he looks absolutely superb if you put a cream jelly in him. He looks really, really cute. That will amuse a lot of children and adults. Here you've got an arrangement of spatulas. and little whisks, some of which some of you will recognise because they come in the starter pack. And you can't live without spatulas because you need to clean out all the bowls really, really well. And of course the big one is great for mixing. And being silicone, everything comes off it quite easily. On the end, you've got moulds that you can bake in. So obviously the gingerbread man will be useful. You can have a keto recipe and make your gingerbread men. Hearts, they're fantastic for making chocolate hearts. Always go down well, or jellies even, and cakes of course. And under here you have the little mini muffin, and they're silicone, and that's a rigid frame so they can go in the oven without going on a tray. They're really good. And this little gadget I find really, really good to go with these. If you make the ketogenic mince pies that we made earlier this month, if you just put little balls of that pastry, because it is not easy to handle, but you can handle it, but this makes it even easier. Just put a ball of it in there and you press like that, and hey presto, you've got a pastry case. It's brilliant. So there, gadgets that are useful for the ketogenic diet. Some already familiar with you, and others you may like to have. So if you want them, put them on your Christmas list. And that's it for 2015. Next time you see me, it'll be 2016, and we'll be showing you some new recipes to start off the new year. Happy New Year. See you soon.